Hey guys, so I'm taking a break from the range today. 51-year-old muscles are sore as hell after well over 100 rounds of fling golf and 6 times at the driving range. So I need a little bit of a break, but that doesn't mean I'm taking a break from what I hope to do for fling golf. So I'm talking about something I promised to talk about here, and that is golf snobs. What is a golf snob? Well, look. A golf snob is somebody who is so tied up in their passion, so enveloped in the world of golf, that anything that encroaches on it, even the tiniest bit, annoys and frustrates them. I understand this. I do, and I'm gonna give you a reason as to why I understand it. But when I lay it out there, please bear with me because it has nothing to do with golf, but it has everything to do with passion and not wanting anybody to mess around with it. I have been involved in the professional wrestling business for a long time. I'd say 10 to 15 years. I have been an avid fan of professional wrestling since I was 8 years old. So, that's over 40 years that I've been an avid fan, watcher, supporter, money spending fan of professional wrestling. The past 10 to 12 to 15 years, I've been involved in commentating, backstage interviewing, a little bit of booking, things like that. This isn't a professional wrestling video, so if you're not a wrestling fan, just hold your horses. See where I'm going here. Being that I started watching wrestling in the early 1980s, a little before that actually, it might have been around 1977. Yes, the same time that Star Wars was released, because I'm also a Star Wars fan. I see professional wrestling as a certain kind of thing. I see professional wrestling, I was taught that professional wrestling had to be done a certain kind of way. And when it's not done that way, when it's not presented in the way that I think professional wrestling should be presented, I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed, and sometimes angry. Because you see, I actually dub myself on social media as the wrestling snob. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm here to talk to you about golf snobs when I myself nicknamed myself the wrestling snob. And I'm known in the wrestling community for that. And there are people who love me for what I stand for, and there are people who hate me for what I stand for in the world of professional wrestling, because you see, I don't see the modern product as having evolved. I don't see the modern product as being better. But again, we're not going to talk about wrestling. I'm only throwing this out there so those of you who are golf snobs, who are elitists in the world of golf, know that I understand your pain, that I understand your frustration when somebody comes along with something that looks like this. Got a little practice ball here. And you're going to tell me that's golf? Get out of here, right? I know that's what you're thinking. I've seen it. I've seen people who go on Fling Golf social media and say things like, take the word golf out of your name. That gentleman is where you're mistaken. You see, I'm jealous, I'm envious of you all, of you golf snobs. Here's why. You don't have to take the word golf out of Fling Golf for it to be differentiated from actual golf. You see, as the wrestling snob, I would love nothing more than if today's product called itself something plus wrestling. Here's what I mean. In today's wrestling, I don't like it because the moves, and I know many of you are out there saying, Adam, it's all fake. What does it matter? It matters to me. It matters to a wrestling snob, okay? Back in the day, the moves the professional wrestling holds used to be presented in such a fashion that they were somewhat believable, or sometimes very believable. They were sold. It's called selling. The wrestler in the hold would make it look like it actually hurt. Today, that isn't done, or it's done very, very little. You'll have guys doing bigger, badder, flashier maneuvers and holds, and the guy who's receiving, who's on the opposing end of that hold, jumps up like nothing even hurt. They've given up the idea of selling professional wrestling moves and holds. I would not begrudge their existence if they would call what they do something wrestling, car crash wrestling, spot fest wrestling, circus-style wrestling. You see where I'm going here? If you took my beloved professional wrestling and changed it the way that today's product has, but you had the courtesy of adding some hyphenated name in front of the term wrestling, I could get over it. A good example of that is Lucha Libre, the Spanish professional wrestling, the Mexican professional wrestling. It's Lucha Libre, which means free fight. I don't care for Lucha Libre wrestling for the same reasons. It's all kinds of crazy holds and maneuvers, and it doesn't look like any of them hurt anyone. But it's Lucha Libre. It's not professional wrestling to me. It's a hybrid form of professional wrestling, but it's not professional wrestling per se. Now look, and I won't name the companies here because this is a golf video. This is a fling golf video. But if some of these modern companies today called themselves Circus de los professional wrestling, or car crash wrestling, or spot fest wrestling, or crazy wrestling, or nothing hurts wrestling, something to differentiate themselves from what I grew up watching, Jim Crockett Promotions, the AWA, world-class wrestling, things such as this, I wouldn't have a problem with it. So that's what I'm telling you, you golf snobs need to lighten up about. You need to lighten up. This isn't golf, per se. This is fling golf. And there's nothing to be insulted about. Some of you are going to be like, yeah, but you're on our courses. So what? We're on your courses, earning your course more money for keeping the grounds nice, for maintenance, for upkeep, for all the things that cost a fortune to run a golf course. You're getting more people on your precious courses to keep them maintained for your enjoyment and your everyday, normal, non-fling golf. You're welcome. Number two, as in your etiquette, your golf etiquette. Nobody in fling golf is breaking those etiquette rules. I'm here to encourage you fling golfers to not break them. Okay? I just said no one is. Well, I'm guessing no one is. I'm hoping no one is. I'm believing no one is. I mean, what are the rules you're worried about? It's just, instead of striking, we're throwing. That's the real only difference. And a sand bunker, we pick it up and step backwards. We take some penalty steps. We can't hit it out of the sand, of course. But that's a benefit, especially to anybody playing regular golf behind us, because it's much quicker. Everybody, and I mean everybody, who plays fling golf does so more quickly than anybody playing regular golf. That includes those of you that are damn good. It's just a fact. It is just a fact. Fling golf is a much faster, a much quicker game. Everybody playing fling golf is more accurate than they would be if they were playing straight golf. I know how annoyed you golf snobs get whenever you have newbies on the course playing golf for the very first time, second time, third time, very young, and they're very bad, and they're very slow, and they're hooking, and they're slicing, and they're out of bounds. I've seen the eye rolls. I've heard the jokes. I've seen needling each other in ribs and pointing out the new people, shaking their heads. Now, not everybody's that way. Some people are understanding and kind. But look, golf snobs, you have personal reasons to lighten up. Again, mainly the money that it's going to bring to you. How many of you golf snobs have friends or family members that can't play golf to save their life, but you love them, you're close to them, you would enjoy spending some time with them? Now, I know some of you are thinking, Adam, don't get my wife out here. Me and my wife play together all the time. I don't know what that's about, but I don't begrudge you feeling that way. But those of you who would like to have some people to play with, some people that you love and are close to, but they just don't like golf because they aren't any good, or because they're too afraid to try it because of golf snobs, this is their perfect way to get them out there with you. Perfect way to get your children, your wife, your friend, your coworker that doesn't want to play golf. Even Mark Cuban on Shark Tank said this might be the one thing that would ever get him out on a golf course. That's what I'm talking about. And don't tell me you wouldn't like to play golf or even fling golf with Mark Cuban. Come on. There's no reason to have your crummy, stuck-up attitude, golf snobs. None. I wear golf shoes. I wear dress or khaki slacks. I wear shirts similar to this or polo shirts. I don't have to lug a big cart behind me. I just have the one club when I play. One club. I don't slow you down. If anything, I'm going to pressure some of you to move a little bit quicker because I'm going to be right on your heels. Because I'm not the newbie or the guy who is, not an awesome golfer but still loves to play it, who's coming in and hooking and slicing into your fairway. That's not happening with this. Fling golf benefits those who love fling golf, and it benefits those who hate fling golf, or anything that dares to infringe upon your precious golf etiquette. Again, we're not breaking any rules. We're not breaking any course etiquette. We're simply flinging instead of striking, and we're earning your courses more money, and we're bringing people out of their homes to exercise, and we're giving you the opportunity to invite someone to come along and play this form with you that would never play regular golf with you. Those of you who can watch my video and continue to be the stuck-up, arrogant, ridiculous golf snobs, seek help. That'd be my, go see a psychiatrist or a counselor of some course. And I'm not trying to be smug or smart here. I mean, take golf out of your name. No, because it is a form of golf. It is fling golf. It is different. It is not golf. It is fling golf. And it's the future. And I'm telling you, golf snobs, get used to it. Because it's not going away. It's only getting more and more popular. I live half a mile from the Hershey Country Club. And if there is a snooty, stuck-up country club anywhere in the world, it's the Hershey Country Club. Trust me on that. And guess what they're doing there, boys? They're playing fling golf at the Hershey Country Club. Fling golf. So like I said, it's here to stay. Lighten up, embrace us, or just get out of the way. Nice flop shot.